What we're looking at now is putting the board across the front of the cab to neat it off. I did actually originally leave the frame when I cut the metal framework out of the cab. I left the part of it in to butt against, but we're now thinking that if we take it right back to this bit here, it neatens it up and makes it a little bit better. Kept the profile, the old board for the profiles, so it should be a reasonably simple job to put that in. We've got the wooden bulkhead sorted, the profile's good. We had to rebate one of the edges just to make it fit snugly into the wall of the cab. We're now looking at putting the air conditioning vents in, and we just marked out sort of somewhere central, evenly spaced, before we drill. Again, looking before we drill, measuring twice before you cut. That's sort of the old adages. We're going to put the LEDs in along the top as well. We've bought those. They are from a hardware shop. Other ones, B&Q, other ones are available. They come with a 240 volt connection. We've desoldered that, hoping that the bulbs themselves, the LEDs, are running off just 12 volts. So we've desoldered the system. Hopefully we can just wire that into the 12 volt leisure battery. We've had to recess the back of the board for the air conditioning controls, because the studs aren't long enough, so we've recessed that into there. We've also cut the LED holes for the LED, and we'll just cut some mounting blocks to put it back into the van. We've put a batten in just for support, and we're going to be putting some blocks at the top as well to take the bulkhead finished. We've got the LEDs in, and they all work amazingly. There we have the battens for support going across there. So ready now to offer the bulkheading and hopefully screw it in. Bulkhead beams now in place. It's only temporary because I want to take it out so we can do the wiring for the solar panels, which will be coming down in this corner. But the lights are there. So all on remote, which looks quite good. It's a bit of a temporary wiring job with a couple of jump leads, but it just proves the point that everything's functional. We had to take out the transformer bit in the light system. We didn't need it. We've not got the 240 volts. So when we took it apart, we found that the remotes and the RF signals came into one side. On the other side was the transformer, dropping it down to 12 volts. So we're just hooking it up straight to the 12 volt leisure battery, and there we are. What we're looking at today is boarding in the back of the driver's seat and the side of the sofa. We're looking at putting the wooden cladding on both sides of the metal framework, which will give us a bit of support for it all. Running it up to the top bulkhead here, see where we get. I'm hoping that it's going to fall somewhere fairly close, so it'll look quite neat, but I'm not sure where that's going to happen. The profiles have been done. Obviously running a pencil line up a block just to follow the contour of the van all the way up, so that needs cutting. And down here we're just going to take it to here, cut a bit out and drop it down, so we've got plenty of room underneath for cables. It's probably leaving more room than we need, but anyway, but a simple trick on profiling: put your board in and just get a block, make sure the board's perpendicular up 90 degrees, and then just run a block up with a pencil over. It's hard to show you with the pencil with the holding the camera as well, but just run it up. You can see where the pencil line is. Just run it up the side of the van, and there you are. We're back to using biscuits and screws to join the panels up to make the bulkhead behind the driver's seat. Same process as before. And we're looking to have to join 3 panels together, so they're all cut and they're all the biscuits are grooves are done, so it's just a matter of gluing and screwing. So we'll look at boxing this framework in now. We've got our boards, the one behind the driver, the one that's going to go between the seats, and we're putting in a couple of fillers just to fill in the gaps. So it's basically sandwiching the boards together. That's that way round, like that. We're going to drill into the framework just for stability, but I don't think it's going to go very far. We've now screwed the top to this slide. Everything's fastened in, we just need a few more screws, and that's how that's how the this bulkhead is going to be looking. Just a bit of a ridge there, a bit of a shelf. Not enough for a coffee cup though, but there we go. The frame behind the driver's seat and by the sofa is all fixed in now, nice and solid. This front bit is still temporarily fixed, because I'm going to take that down when we have the solar panels fitted, so we just got access to all the space for the cables to drop down. So but that's going to be level with the bottom board. Got a nice little shelf, probably just for pair of glasses on there when we sat down. It all needs staining, but if I can just pull back, you can see the sort of effect we've got going around the van. And move that out of the way so you can get around. So just got the electrics to sort out, and so we're fine.